All right. So I'm coming to you with my 1 year job update in the field of software engineering. Super exciting. Yesterday was actually my 1 year anniversary working here at Bestow. It has been a great year with a ton of learning. I can't stress that enough. Just got off a call with my manager, so um, been kind of thinking about a few things. Some big things that I've learned over the past year is, or are, I guess rather, are like just I learned so much more working as a software engineer than I did whenever I was trying to learn how to code on my own. I can't stress that enough. And that doesn't mean that you can't that doesn't change anything about what I would do in my journey. I mean, there's probably a few things I would have changed when I was learning how to code, but um, but honestly, you just can't get the experience you get at work unless you're working there. When you have people who are checking every one of your PRs and they're saying that's not going to work, don't do that. That's not performance. This isn't following the dry protocol. Like they're telling you those things on PR like reviews, you're not getting better. And so I guess if I had one thing to say for sure that I would have done is I would have had some senior mentors doing PR reviews on my PRs on my personal projects. Can I just pay you, or would you be interested in just like reviewing all my code as I pump it out? And that would have helped so much. I would have learned a ton. So doing projects with seniors as well, so that they can do that and they can monitor your code and stuff is also a good way, I would say. Um, but yeah, I that's one big thing, like my code quality has gotten way better, my understanding, and it's just constantly is changing. I feel every time I feel like I have an understanding of what this job is, and like it changes again. So like back, I guess on month seven or eight, I started talking about more autonomy. I was feeling more autonomous, and now I feel more autonomous than I did then. Like most of the time, I'm pulling and handling tickets on my own without having to ask for a mentor for help most of the time. That doesn't mean it's all the time. So, like right now on this ticket I'm handling right now, I had to ask for a mentor for help, and that happens. It's okay. Um, I would suspect that whenever I'm a senior, I'm still going to have to ask somebody every once in a while for something. It's not a job you do in isolation, complete isolation. So, but man, I've just learned so much over the year. Like my code quality has gotten better. I can do algorithms now. I know how to find problems and how to solve them better, how to like go through a process to solve problems, like a step-by-step process. Whereas when I first started, I would just jump like dive into a ticket and I wouldn't even think about anything else. And then I would come out of it, no edge cases handled, maybe got halfway through and then got confused or lost or something. Like just not a lot of forethought. I was very rambunctious and I was just excited, right, to get into the code and like to write code, which is another thing. I will mention this is that not that I'm a senior or anything like that, I'm still an SE1, but the more senior that I've gotten, the more experience I've gotten, I feel like the less code I'm writing. Um, and there's more like on the research and reading documentation and watching videos and like learning stuff before I go in and write code, which I in turn makes me more effective. It also gives me a better understanding of what I'm actually doing, like a fuller understanding. But it's just a shift, right? Like whenever I was learning how to code, I just wanted to code as much as possible. And I still want to code as much as possible. However, I'm learning more and more recently that I need to spend more time just learning about things and understanding them and like, kind of understanding what the full scope of the ticket is before I jump in and start working on it. And because of that, I'm not having to touch as many things. I'm not breaking this while I'm working on this and so on and so forth. And so it's just been a lot better um, that way. I feel like I'm learning more and becoming more effective. Uh, I've had a great time working at Bestow. I look forward to another year. Um, and it's just been exciting. The people that I've met. There's been a lot of what do you say, turnover. I guess people have come in, people have left, go to different jobs. It happens in tech. But because of that, I've met lots of people and they've gone off to do other things, and then other people have come in, and I met them, and like it's been really exciting. I like meeting people, so it works for me, which has been cool. Of course, the work schedule has been fantastic this year. You know, the pay is life changing, and this is not all just bestow stuff. It's just in general, at least based on my experience as a software engineer. I enjoy the work. It's fun. I feel like I can just buckle down for some hours and get stuff done and knock things out, and it feels good. Um, but like I said, there's just a lot that I learned this year. I can't even begin to like list everything, but I know right now, like I'm working with Remix, and it's been really neat working with WordPress, learning about that. Just a lot of learning, a lot of mentors, a lot of mentorship, and then a lot of giving back, like with the Free Code Camp community and watching that grow. Man, that's been stupid. That's been awesome too. And that's obviously doesn't really have to do with my job as much, but like it's been so cool to watch the Free Code Camp community grow. Whenever we started the Discord, we had like 5 people, right? We're sitting at almost 300. We have tons of people coming into our cohorts now, and our cohorts are just busting it. And that's been great. Man, it's been a really good year. Really good year. Really enjoy this career, this field, this job. I look forward to being able to do this more. Um, I really just like the work-life balance, which is incredible. Yesterday, I got off work at 3 p.m., took my boy to the pool. We went swimming for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Um, no big deal. Came back home, ate dinner. I went up to the church for a Bible study group that I've been a part of, and then like came back home, watched TV with my wife, went to sleep. Had a great balance of the day, like 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so 7 hours, right? I still worked more, in half of the day. I worked 7 to 3, that's 8 hours, and then 3 to 10 is 7 hours. But like, man, it's half and half pretty much, as opposed to, well, and it like that's not even including like lunch and stuff, right? Which is way different than it was as a band director, where I would be gone from 6 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. I'd come home and hang out for like 3 or 4 hours, maybe 30 minutes with my son, and then it'd be time to go to sleep. It's just complete night and day difference. Also, I would be thinking about band the entire time I was at home, which so I really wouldn't be at home, mentally. It's just so different. Um, Sorry, this video has been kind of just crazy and like wacky and like all over the place. It's just a lot. Reflected on a lot for this year. I can tell you these things. You're gonna learn a lot on your first job. Stay persistent. Keep learning stuff. Keep learning. Keep always learning for sure. Um, like contact the people who are posting the jobs. Okay, don't only look for junior developer jobs. Just reach out to companies who have managers, which is most of them, and ask those people if they have any junior positions or if they would consider taking on a junior. Okay? That's how you get the job. I'm just telling you. Okay? Talk to people, not to machines. Don't send in applications and resumes and just shotgun them everywhere, hoping that one will stick. Okay? Talk to people, not machines. Um, Make connections. I'm telling you, these things are super important, okay, to get the job. Once you're on the job, like let anybody who will be your mentor, okay? Learn from them. And then find one that you want to be like. I know I found one at my company who just touches all kinds of code everywhere, and he's really good, and I want to be like that later, in my career. So, um, stay driven. Like I said, keep learning. And yeah, as far as this channel goes and this playlist goes, I think I'm gonna keep doing each month, maybe for another year. Maybe I'm gonna see how it goes. If it's a month from now and I'm like, I mean, I don't have that much more new stuff, I might wait and maybe just come back and do it on the second year. Um, so we'll see. If it's if it's September and I haven't put another video out on this channel, then it's probably going to be, next July 6th, whenever I do my next video talking about my second year in the field. So anyway, I hope you like the video. Sorry again that it was kind of crazy and all over the place. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. please ask me questions. Like, reach out if you want to know something, if you're interested in something, if you just have questions, or if you just want to talk about code or whatever, that's fine. I just want to help people. That's kind of my biggest thing. Um, and lastly, I just thank God for putting me in this field, for being there with me, for opening these doors. I can't thank him enough. So anyway, cool. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye.